I'm going to repeat the same question to Nagendra and to Kashiff. One really memorable story in this experience of being in the business of franchising.
Like, I remember someone came to us and he wanted to start a franchise, and he had taken a loan. He had taken a loan on the gold ornaments of his housewife, and we didn't know that. We were never informed about it. And once he started, he came to us. He started the business. 6 months down the line, when he was doing good and when he was seeing the light of the day, and we could see that he's going to break even soon, we came up and he came to me and he said, sir, I came to you with a lot of hope. I said, that's great, everybody does that. I said, yeah, but then for me it was a bigger challenge and a bigger risk. I said, wait, what happened? What risk was yours? I said, I had put in the gold of my wife and mortgaged it, taken the money from there, and I've started the business with you. And today I see the light of the day. It gave me the little goosebumps, firstly. Secondly, it also gave me that little, like little fire in the belly. Said, okay, our business was so good at that time, someone invested by taking this kind of a risk and was rewarded. But I would like to put a word out here again. When we get into franchising, we do not know what we are doing, what kind of money that person is investing. We need to be very careful as a franchisor and a concept owner or as a company. And we need to see to that his money, his trust and faith is rightly rewarded back. So this was one experience which I learned a lot, and it gives me a lot of scare and gives me a lot of pressure to tie up with the franchisee every time, because I would always think about this incident in our lives, in our company journey, that maybe again this person must have done something or the other and risking a very big thing to franchise, to get into business and trusting a lot of his money on our business and concept. So this is one
excellent story. So that puts responsibility onto your shoulders.
Big responsibility, not even to us, to every franchisor. So maybe I was lucky to get to know, but I'm sure a lot of these franchisors out here, or the brand owners or the entrepreneurs out here, wouldn't know what that person, that franchisee is doing, going out of his way to create that little investment capital and come to you and start that business. So I would just request all of y'all to see to that you take care of that responsibility in a bigger way, in a much more serious way, and get him rewarded for his interest, for his faith and trust in you.
Quickly, for all of you, or whoever would like to take this, where do you see the business of franchising 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line? Do you see an Americanization happening? Do you see a lot many more Indian brands getting generated, as we have seen quite a bit of? But do you see a lot more of that happening, or do you see a lot more of international brands coming into the country and taking on the consumer markets here?
I think it's a mix of everything. It's a huge market, India, 100, like 125 crore log hai, hum log. बहुत बड़ा market hai for any kind of product, any kind of service. So I think that's one thing. For that, you'll get a lot of international brands coming in, a lot of local brands expanding. The challenge the franchising, especially from the sector of service faces, is again getting together finances to start out and roll out. That is one challenge. Keeping that challenge in mind, it is a process with a lot of challenges, but I'm sure if get-togethers like these, able minds like these get together and come with a solution to resolving it, we can go to the next level. Definitely the future is immense, because if you have 125 crores people who you definitely would want to give them a lot of services, a lot of goods, a lot of varied sectors. So I think the future is bright as far as the franchising is concerned, and it's the most beautiful, the most easiest, the most challenging, and the most responsible business expansion mode, where everything you're playing on someone else's wicket. At the same time, you're coming under a lot of responsibility with a lot of faith and trust from a lot of other people getting and marrying you. I think, yeah, you can see the kind of people out here. It looks bright. Franchising industry is here to grow.
Well said, challenging and easiest. Request you to give your name, the company that you work for.
Sir, I am Balaji Singh from Andhra Pradesh, sir. So recently I started a journey in franchising. So ours is an institution is multiple intelligence activation training in children. For 7 to 14 years, we take children. We trained and identified children's intelligences. There are 8 intelligences. So we identify intelligences and we give report to the parents. So 80 hours program. The children, which intelligence they are having, and based on that intelligence, which profession he or she will be suitable in future. So that is our training program, and we are having a personality development training for 4 years to 17 years children, sir. So one clarification from you, sir. So recently I started this selection process in November 2nd, recently in Andhra Pradesh. So my question is, my request is, so sir told this 5 is very, very important. So for my franchise, there are nearly 24 inquiries come from that city. So I am doing negotiations. So my doubt is, so actually my opinion is, for first 5 or 2, I want to go without franchise fee. Without taking any franchise fee, I want to establish that 2 or 5 training.
What is your question?
That is question. Is it better for me? Is it the right decision for me to enhance my institution? So that is questions for Kashiff Kansar. So can I go for without a franchise fee?
I think if you're getting franchise fee, you should grab that because you would need that for your money, for your capital,
Yes.
to grow your business.
Yes.
In case if you would want to extend your support to them,
Yes.
it's more than welcome. But I would advise you to take franchise fees if you're taking, because it adds responsibility to both of you.
Yes, yes.
He for investing money from his side in putting in the concept. So there's a little more पैसा लगता है तो दुख होता है.
Yes, yes,
तो आपको भी पैसा जब ये मिलेगा तो आपको भी थोड़ा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आएगी.
Yes,
तो मुझे लगता है कि आपको दोनों साइड से
Yes.
मुझे लगता है कि आपको लेना चाहिए फ्रेंचाइज फीस. आई थिंक यू शुड टेक द फ्रेंचाइज.
Yes, sir. First 5 is important, sir. You told me.
या
So ये 5 ओपन करने के लिए
या
वो वैसा रिलैक्सेशन दे दिए तो
या
उनका नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट तो हमारा पर पड़ता है क्या?
नहीं क्यों नहीं क्यों आई डोंट थिंक सो इट विल. At the end of the day, your business should be profitable enough
Yes.
for you to make those 5 into 50, 500, 5,000.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and that the best person to answer that question is you yourself. If you can tell your answer, ask that same question to yourself: ki, is my business good enough? Will make profit, and if I expand it, will it make profit for the others? Then you should be on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
One more, yes, sir.
Hello. Right. I have a question for Mr. Kashiff. Mr. Kashiff, I have 2 different, at the very extreme kind of franchisees. On the grid of compliance versus performance, one guy is very good in performance, 0 on compliance. Okay, he does the best sales, give me royalty, every month without fail in time. The second guy is totally 0 in performance, but 10 by 10, 10 on 10 in compliance. What, according to you, should be the strategy, in dealing with these kind of people who are at very different extreme ends?
See, I don't know how the second guy is being compliant friendly when he's not being performance friendly. And what I mean to say is, like, you need to perform. Where if you're performing, you'll fall in the category of qualifying to compliance, to do all the compliances. So I think for me, performance is number 1, and then compliance is number 2. Because if you perform, then you will qualify to be a part to honor all the compliances. So if you're not performing, if the bottom line is 0 and if there's nothing there, so what is all compliance is all about? You will just go away with your lock and key and shut it after 6 months. And for the other, okay, thanks. The Coco thing, I think, as far as the company brand or concept is concerned, I would suggest every company brand should have a Coco, because it gives a lot of confidence, a lot of faith in the market, saying that company is having its own outlets, doing all the R&D there and trying to replicate it in the franchisee outlets. So I think Coco should be there on every brand and every concept to make it as a showcase flagship outlet.
Thank you very much, all the panelists and all of you.